What's up, guys? Trojan here, and welcome back to Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So last time, we got to Rock Village. I talked to the geologist, got a couple of missions. So I'm going to go and meet the other villagers from Rock Village and see what they have to say. See what they want me to do. That over there in the distance is the entrance to the Lost Precursor City, which is my favorite level in this game.
Oh, no, not another hero. I lost my shorts on this so-called hero's big fight against the monster up there. Trust me, the smart money's on the monster. That wager pretty much tapped me out. So, I got a proposal. Bring me 90 orbs to get me back on my feet and out of this barrel, and I'll give you a power cell in return. And if you're game, I do have one more bet online. My big comeback. Beat the record time race. He did me
A bunch of people in this game have, or at least in this village, have multiple power cells to give you. Alright, so this guy wants me to give him 90 orbs and beat a time attack in the Precursor Basin because there's a race that takes place over there. There's only one other character, and that's that knight over there, is the only person who only has one power cell to give you.
Oh, my aching head.
Just hate to have to keep talking so early.
One of your vital organs.
Or stop talking, I mean.
Walk it off, tough guy.
Oh, sure, I was tough once. Maybe even the toughest of them all. I single-handedly defended this village from those horrid creatures for almost a year. Then that horrible monster arrived and commenced the boulder bombardment. So, full of valor, armor shining in the sun, I climbed the hill to take him on. But he pounded me like one tenderizes a yakao steak.
Have you tried attacking him with your melodrama? Cause it's killing me.
After my last stunning failure, he sealed the passageway to his roost with a 30-ton bull, leaving no way for anyone to challenge him again. So, our sage, a master of blue eco and a mechanical genius, devised a machine capable of lifting the boulder out of the way. But alas, he disappeared before we had a chance to turn it on. And he took all of his power cells with him. At least I was able to pull enough pontoons out of our bridge to prevent that monster from coming down here to do me harm.
Yeah, good job, tough guy. But we're gonna need you to put him back and stuff.
Oh, sure. And seal my doom? All right. Fine. Bring me 90 precursor orbs and I'll let the pontoons loose. But I'm not going to fight that monster again.
Okay, now that that's out of the way, this power cell that you get for trading 90 precursor orbs, as far as I'm aware, other than the ones on Geyser Rock, is the only one that's mandatory.
Wonderful. You brought me the precursor orbs. All right, I'll fix the bridge. But don't ask me to get involved with that creature again.
There we go. Okay. So that... Yeah, the reason why this power cell is mandatory is because you have to get him to put the pontoon boats back. Because you have to cross across the water in order to get to the Blue Sage's device and also to get to the swamp area, which we'll be going to a little bit later. I'm just going to collect these power cells first. Oh, come on. Or, I meant the precursor orbs, not power cells. I get those two words mixed up sometimes. Alright, so this is the Blue Sage's machine that's supposed to lift that boulder. Alright, so it's 45 power cells. And how many do I have right now? I have 26, so I got 19 to go. Oh yeah, so one of the things I haven't had a chance to show off yet is if you are in very deep water for like probably 2 or 3 seconds, you'll eventually get eaten by a shark. Honestly, I'm just gonna show that off here just so you know what I'm talking about. There it is. Yep, there it is. So yep, Death is really not that big of a deal in this game because you just immediately pop right back up at the last checkpoint. That was just to show you, because you don't lose anything, so it's not a very big deal. Alright, so I typically start off getting the power cells in Rock Village by going to the Precursor Basin, which is where I'm heading right now. This is actually a zoomer level. You don't just use the zoomer to progress between hubs, you also use it here. So, what the geologist wants me to do is herd these lightning moles back into their... Oh boy! Ah! Is to herd the lightning moles back into their holes. Alright, so those dark boxes, anybody who plays Crash Bandicoot will probably recognize the mechanic there. They're basically like the nitro crates from Crash Bandicoot. It's just, you know, they're full of dark eco. So don't touch them, because they instantly explode the second you do. Honestly, herding the lightning moles is a little bit trickier than herding the yak cows back in the village. Those lurkers over there, I honestly think you might be told about that by Kira, or somebody. Alright, that's all the lightning moles. Anyway, those lurkers are carrying a power cell. You have to hunt them down and basically run them over with your zoomer in order to get the power cell from them. You have to get all of them, though. Alright, so I'm just gonna go and get my power cell from the geologist. By the way, I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be based off of Lara Croft, but, I mean, it's just kind of obvious by looking at her. Anyway.
Thank you for saving those moles. That's awfully good of you. Here's a power cell to help you out. Now I can get back to my research.
Those little animations every time you get a power cell. Alright.
I've got to get back to my research.
Yeah. So there are actually a few challenges that I'm not entirely sure if you're told about, but at the Precursor Basin. I only talked to Samos and Kira once each, but I'm just doing this based off of memory because I already know most of the challenges you have to complete to get power cells in this game. I played this game a lot as a kid, so I'm very familiar with it. Come on. Come on. Yes, like I said before, these lurkers made off with a power cell, so I gotta run them down with my zoomer until they cough it up. Come on. What? How'd I miss? Come on, lurker, stop making a fool of me. There we go. I was gonna have to head back up there because there's a scout fly that I kept having to drive right past. Yeah, even zoomer levels have scout flies in them. I wasn't kidding when I said every single level has one. Whatever. I'll just chase down this lurker, I guess. In case you're wondering what that purple ring is up there, that's basically just like a maneuverability challenge where you just gotta fly through every ring as it appears. There's a purple one and a blue one, and you get a power cell for each one. Come on. Oh, this is annoying. You gotta be like super precise with your movements and like take turns a little bit. There we go. A little bit short in order to catch up to those lurkers. Sorry about why I just had to stop moving there for a second. I gotta check in my stopwatch that I got going on my phone. I also would just want to point out that I am aware that my microphone keeps picking up the game audio. There's not really much I can do about that because I have the microphone that I'm using to record this is a Blue Snowball. It's fairly sensitive. If I'm playing a game on like PS4, this won't be a problem because I'll be able to plug in headphones, so you won't hear it. But I can't just mute the TV.
A bunch to go.
Come on, come on. Crap! No, 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 no.
Those must be the infested plants old Lognoggin was talking about.
Come on, come on. I'm mainly just hopping so I can try and stay in control of my movements. Oh crap!
Those dog eco boxes are
God damn it!
nose. Quick! You've got to fly through each ring before they turn on.
Well, that sucked. Alright, I guess I gotta do the rings again. Honestly, I also do find the Precursor Basin level to be really annoying too. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the zoomer. And once you know it, Jak 2 has such a huge emphasis on vehicle levels. God, I hate Jak 2 so much. It's like they took, come on, it's like they took all of the worst parts of Jak 2, or of Jak 2 is just all the worst parts of Jak 1 and decided to make that the game. I'm really not a big fan of it. Alright, come on. I'm like really upset at like how little progress I feel like I'm making in this part. Because I feel like so far I've only gotten like 2 power cells in this entire part. Come on. I wish there's some sort of like an audio cue so you know how long you have before the rings disappear. There we go. Alright, and I think that's a pretty good place to call this part. I apologize for the complete and total lack of progress, but that's just what happens with zoomer levels. So, I'm the Trojan with Digital Bloodlines. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time.